Hello, Nico2064 here, back with another review. And today I'm going to review LEGO Toy Story 4 Buzz at Bo Peep's Playground Adventure. This is set 10768, has 139 pieces, and retails for $25 in the United States. So, let's get into this. So here's the new Buzz. And I didn't get the one from the Disney series because I'm still not a huge fan of the minifigure heads. But I'm warming up to it, and it especially looks good on the next figure. But you can see the legs have some nice new printing from the 2010-ish one. The face actually has the Captain America issue, as I like to call it, because you can see it's kind of transparent, and the printing kind of looks grayish, just because it's printed on a dark surface and it's tan, so printing's not the best. But speaking of good printing, the nice new Star Command logo is very nice. You can see it actually has some more detail than the old one. Sorry, it's not focusing. And I actually lost my old helmet dome piece for Buzz, so it's nice that I get another one. Of course, anyone who kept their stuff the way it was would have it, but the wings are the same. Back is nice. I don't remember if the original had these green parts right there. It's kind of tough to get off just because this dome, I'm gonna have to take off the head. And then this, but it does have the Star Command logo under, and of course the joint area, and then this back printing, which is always nice. It kind of looks like a helmet down, so maybe if you wanted to pose some figures like from Star Wars or something, this would be a good angle for the back. But yeah, that's about it for Buzz. Always a good minifigure, but I would swap in the arms and head from the Disney series. But he also comes in the Carnival Mania set, which I probably won't be reviewing for a while if I ever review it. But yeah, now on to the next figure. Like I said with Buzz, this figure also comes in the Carnival Mania set. This is Bo Peep, but the new Bo Peep, I guess, Lost Toy Bo Peep, or whatever will happen in the movie. Like I hinted to, I really like the head on her. It looks more natural than with, like, Woody and Buzz. And on the next figure, in fact, the leg printing is nice, the torso printing is great, the face is nice, and the hair piece, the new mold for the hair and the bow are very nice, especially from this. It kind of looks like Fred's hair from Scooby-Doo. You can see the back, some little braids, and the bow is actually well printed, no, like, misprints there. She has a nice purple cape, with only one hole, actually, and you can see the back, and and her back face, with the hair piece on, and actually, one of my favorite parts, possibly my favorite part, is her new accessory, which is a bow staff. I mean, of course, it's not a bow staff, it's just a shepherd's hook, which PETA will probably have problems with. And if I had to say one thing, I would like the bandage on her right arm, because I believe that's probably going to play something into the story. Because if you don't know, she has a big bandage on her right arm. But I guess they just didn't need to put that on. And that is about it for Bo Peep. So, this is actually probably my favorite minifigure in the set. Of course, Gabby is exclusive. And I really like this dress piece, which has all these nice printed dots all over, and it's very usable. The legs underneath have some printing, similar to Dorothy's from The Wizard of Oz. This torso is very nice. You can see on the back her pull string box. She uses the party girl hair in the same color. And then her face actually has some freckles on it, which I'm sure will be usable somewhere else. The other one's just kind of a more endearing smile, and this one's more of a menacing smile. So if you don't know her deal, she's probably going to be the villain. Probably. But she has a broken pull string box, and she can't find another one. But just so happens, another character in the Toy Story universe has a pull string box. That's Woody. Solved. Well, I don't know how it'll go down in the movie, but I'm predicting that someone else will find one. Maybe Woody will die, and then she'll get her pull string box, but I don't know. So now onto the build. So I'm going to start with the small merry-go-round, which is just like the one in Bubbles' Playground and in Fun at the Park. So it just spins around. That looks neat on camera, kind of like a fidget spinner. Let's see if I can get a real... That looks really strange on camera. But you could fit about 4 figures on, and you could see with them on. Oh, that. So I took off Buzz's wings. That's, you can't spin it too fast, I guess. And then there's some nice standing room over here, but you don't want to stand too close, otherwise, you'll get knocked over. But yeah, now onto the other build. So the next build is this skunk here, and I'm not sure if this is representing a real skunk, like maybe they're riding one, like a horse, or maybe this is a remote control car, or maybe it's just one of those springy things at the park. And the face, it's exclusive, of course. It's just a nice print. But the more interesting part, in my opinion, is this little fez cap in black, which you don't get too often. And then even more interesting than that is this big leaf piece or palm tree branch in black, which is going to be very useful for some dark forests or maybe Nightmare Before Christmas customs or even castles. You could stick this on. It kind of looks like a bunch of swords. Maybe someone could make the Game of Thrones Iron Throne or whatever. But yeah, there's so many possibilities. And of course you can move that up and down. Maybe it look like spraying someone. But I actually do like the build, even though it's pretty simple. I just think it's very effective. So the playground actually splits up into 2 pieces. So I'm going to review them separately. So I'm starting off with the right section, just because it's more nostalgic to me. This little bulb here, which is kind of like a window you can look out. This is so nostalgic because it reminds me of McDonald's Playland, which I would go to when I was very little. And they would have these. But it is just the Hulkbuster dome piece in clear for the first time, I believe, which is cool. I actually just put it inside. So I don't know if you're meant to do that. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't see that the first time. But around back, you can just see the inside. There's a little fence, so you don't fall off. Then there's this, which is just a little climbing wall. I like the colors. It's very colorful. Then, of course, just this leaf over here. So I'll talk about this when I connect them up again. But yeah, very nostalgic, and it makes me very happy to finally get a place type playground. So for this other section, there's a ladder which you can connect to the other one. In a second, I'll show that. But there's an exclusive print, for what I know, of this. And of course, you put some windows in. Then there's a slide down here, which you can put a character through. And that's very neat. But you could just stick them there. Of course, this leaf, which I'll show in a second. But there's this little egg here, which is not new, but it's new to me. Oops. Sorry, dropped that. But there's also what I believe is a trash can right here for the egg if you drop it on the floor like I did. Then there's this little cabinet. I believe this is like a play kitchen, pretend. I don't think it's an actual kitchen for little kids. But you could just stick someone in here, and then they can watch their egg being made. But now I'm going to show how this connects and what happens when you connect it. You just take this ladder and then attach it to here. And then you can actually have a battle on the bridge if you want to do that. Oh, it looks like Boa lost. Then down here, there's actually a like covered leaf area, and you can just blast through with the skunk and spray everybody in the face. But I think this is very cool. Maybe you could have a jump scare, you know, Lego stop motion or something, or just when you're playing. But also, something I wanted to say was you could actually dangle Bo Peep from here, which is not an intended play feature, but I think it's really cool, because then it could be like a almost swing set type swinging. But that's about it for the build. Now into the packaging and final verdict. So here's the rest of the box. You can see 4+ on there, on the characters, or I guess actual renders. You can see a swing set in the background and stuff. I don't know, have we ever gotten a Lego swing set? Maybe they should have upped the price a little and then included that. And you can see the back has the egg and the frying pan or whatever. Just this little scene, which, wait a second. I swear I didn't even know that! I didn't know that was intended for her to swing on there. I thought I was making it up. I feel so stupid. I knew I wasn't that smart. Okay, so now on to the instructions. So, of course, there are no ads in the end. Just this Lego Life thing, and then the same back picture. So that's kind of disappointing, but now on to the final verdict. So that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this review. What I think of the set is, if you played on these when you were a kid, then it's probably very nostalgic, like it is for me. But the build is actually very nice. We don't get a lot of this general idea. Like, we've gotten a few merry-go-rounds before, but no full playground like this. And it's very nice. It goes in a Lego city, if you wanted to create, like, a park for kids to play on. And the skunk is probably the weakest build here. I don't know, it just doesn't go, but I think it's very cute, so that makes up for it. And of course, you get a number of good new pieces, like Bo Peep's hair and the new accessory. And then that nice printed dress for Gabby Gabby. And also, this clear piece is very cool, even if it's not new. I'm not quite sure about that. But like I said earlier, the tail for the skunk, again, very nice new color. And it all adds up, except the price. Now, usually it is $25, which is very steep. Why do they have it $25? It should be $20. Now, I bought this at Target for $21.95. And I think that's a much better price. Just because, you know, what you get, it's not quite $25. But if you can get it at Target like I did, or online or whatever, then it will probably be worth it. So that's what I think. I definitely recommend this more than the Carnival Mania set, because you get Bo and Buzz, and it's not as much. I don't know. To me, this just seems like the better deal. So yeah, Nico2064, signing off.